you're going to get an exclusive deal. If this is your first time here, all right, we're going to cover everything from the very beginning so you're not lost. I want everyone to be on the same page by the time we get to the end. You'll understand exactly what AEO is by the end of the session. You'll see a live demo, and you'll get everything that you need to get started today. Okay, so section number one, as I've mentioned multiple times, there's a massive shift that is happening right now. Okay, and this is one of the most profitable services that you can offer right now, while most marketers are still in the dark. Again, I'm telling you, it was an insane amount. At least half of the marketers, and I'm talking about advanced marketers that I was talking to, had a hard time understanding what I was talking to them about when it comes to AEO. Okay, that's how brand new it was. So if you're completely new and a lot of what you've already heard so far feels like it's over your head, don't worry, you're not the only one. It was at least half of the marketers that I've been speaking to over the last 2 weeks still have no idea this exists. So that is a huge opportunity for everyone that's on here. All right, and the numbers do not lie. There's over 100 million daily queries on ChatGPT alone. Okay, there's 15 million daily active users on Perplexity, and there's a 25% drop in regular search engine traffic as AI grows. And the projected AI market size is 1.7 trillion. Okay, and it's just beginning. And you can tell how big this is becoming, because I'm sure that you guys have heard that ChatGPT has already started experimenting with allowing paid ads in their results. Okay, so that's how you know that things are really getting serious when these companies start turning on advertising. Okay, just like when Facebook first started, they wanted to delay turning on ads until the platform got big enough, and once the platform got big enough, boom, that's when the ads start going. So when you start to seeing changes like that, that's where the numbers are moving. Okay, and ChatGPT, like I said, 100 million plus users. So you, me, your clients, your customers are already using all of these platforms. Okay, Gemini, it's built right into Google search. I'm sure now, anytime you go directly to Google, the first option that you see is the AI results. Okay, not just that, but it's all powered by Gemini. Okay, Copilot, it's integrated right into Windows. Perplexity, 15 million plus daily searches. Okay, and these are just a handful of the main ones out there. There's a bunch more that are in the works. There's a bunch more that are coming, and everyone is just in the fight to capture this traffic and this share of the market. All right. So how AI decides who gets recommended, and this is another thing that I found eye-opening when I was talking to marketers. Okay, because it's not random. Sometimes, yeah, it may seem you go to ChatGPT and you ask it a specific question, and it just magically, AI gives you an answer. Okay. And no, that's not how it works. Okay. If you go to ChatGPT and you ask who is the best emergency plumber in my city, it's going to give you recommendations based on some very specific boxes that you have to check. Okay. So you have to have proper structured data, which is schema. Okay. If you saw the pre-launch videos, you may have an idea of what this already is. Essentially, it's a little bit of a piece of code. Okay. So this can get technical. That's another reason why it may take other people a little bit longer to get used to this, is because there is a lot of technical stuff that you need to do. You have to write content in an answer first format that addresses real questions. Because just think about the way that you use AI. All right. When you go to AI, there's a good chance you're asking it a question. Okay. You're not just prompting, you're not just typing in a sentence. You're asking a question so that you can get an answer, and that's how everyone is using it. Okay, so you also have to look at strong review profiles and citations. Okay, you have to have consistent business information across the web. So your name, address, and phone number. So NAP, that's short for NAP. All right, it has to be consistent across everywhere. So that's why if you have just one thing that isn't consistent, you're going to get ignored. Okay, your client is going to get ignored. And you also have to have technical signals, obviously, like HTTPS and site speed. So you'll notice that there is quite a bit of overlap between AEO and SEO as well, because if you have a site that doesn't load or loads too slow, there's no reason why an AI search engine will recommend you, because we all like speed. Okay, and most businesses right now are completely invisible to AI search right now. Okay, less than 5% of small businesses have proper schema markup installed. And this, with our app, is one of the easiest ones to fix as well. All right. Less than 10% have content structure to answer AI style queries. Most websites out there are still built to just simply have the standard templates with the standard content on it. It's not built to answer AI style queries. And less than 15% of any industry has meaningful AEO optimization in place. So there are very little amount of businesses out there who are actively targeting or actively optimizing for AI search. And that means that the window to get in first is wide open right now. All right. This is just a tiny bit, guys. And this is global. Okay. This is all over the world because everyone is using AI right now. Okay. So, section 2, if I just confused a bunch of you, this is where I kind of break it down, simplify it, and tell you exactly what it is. So, AEO is answer engine optimization. So let's quickly cover what it is, how it works, and why it's the biggest opportunity right now. All right. So AEO, in a nutshell, is the discipline of making your business visible and recommended by AI. All right. AEO is the process of structuring your website, content, and online presence so that AI search engines like ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, and Perplexity confidently recommend your business when someone asks a question in your niche. So the traditional way that SEO works is you optimize for the Google algorithm. Okay. Obviously, there's a bunch of steps within that. Your website targets specific keyword rankings in the 10 blue links. Okay. We all have seen the 10 blue links when we run a Google search. This drives clicks to your website, and it's measured in where you rank and how much traffic you get. Okay. Answer engine optimization, you optimize for AI recommendation engines. It's target being cited in AI responses. Okay, so you want to be the one that gets cited, and it drives leads from AI referred buyers, and that's the best thing about this as well. Just like SEO is buyer traffic, AI is AI referred buyers. So someone is asking a question, AI recommends you. AI is the one referring that buyer to you. Excuse me. And it's measured in AI mentions and citations. Okay. So the 5 signals that AI uses to evaluate your business. So number 1 is schema markup. All right. Like I mentioned before, this is structured data that tells AI exactly who you are, what you do, where you're located, and why you're credible. Okay. And it looks, when I show you, many of you are going to think it's in a different language because it just looks like your standard line of code. Okay, if you've never written one line of code, it's just going to look like the Matrix to you. Okay, it's also the second thing is answer first content. Okay, so content written directly to answer real questions. The way that AI pulls from sources to generate its responses. Okay, so you are writing specifically and speaking to AI search engines. It's completely different than just writing a regular page or a regular blog post for SEO. Also, reviews and citations. So, third party proof that AI models use to validate your authority and trustworthiness in your niche. Okay. NAP consistency. I already mentioned this a bit as well. Your name, address, and phone must match perfectly everywhere online. Inconsistency kills AI trust. And obviously, if you're an influencer or a digital marketer and you don't post your address or your phone number out there, everything else needs to be the same. Your brand profile needs to be consistent everywhere. Okay. Technical readiness as well. So you have to have a secure site, HTTPS enabled, page speed needs to be on point, mobile friendliness needs to be on point, especially because everyone is using their mobile to browse. Crawlability as well. This is all the foundation that AI needs to read your site. So if this probably should be at the top, because if none of this is working, then all the rest of it is not going to work as well. Okay, but if this is on point, then all the other ones can be fixed pretty quickly with our app. Your schema, the content, the reviews and citations, and your brand profile across the web. All right. So If you were to do this manually, okay, which many of you on here could definitely do, okay, once you start seeing and recognizing certain schema, you start seeing a pattern, and you're able to start implementing that manually. However, it does take some time to do this if you're doing it manually, especially if you're doing it per site, per client. Every single time you start from scratch. So to do the schema markup research plus the coding part of it, it can take you about 4 to 6 hours. I know for me, it might be more than that because I start to get headaches when I'm staring at code. Okay. Answer first, content rewriting. Again, this can take anywhere from 8 to 10 hours, depending on how much content is currently on the client site, and or if you need to add more content on their site. The review profile audit plus outreach. Again, this can take about 2 to 4 hours. The NAP audit across all their directories, it can take 3 to 5 hours, depending on how many directories they're listed on and how many social profiles they're listed on. It can take quite a while. The technical SEO and audit plus the fixes, it can be anywhere from 3 to 5 hours, sometimes more, again, depending if you are a technical savvy person or not. So you're looking at about 20 to 30 hours of work per site done manually, which SERPsling AI can do in under 10 minutes. Okay. Now, obviously, you can hire someone that is more technical savvy to do this for you, and then you guys split the profit and tap into